Right then, this is the third quest in the Dwarrowdelf cycle. After a victory on the road to Rivendell, I'm not hopeful for the Watcher in the Water, since it is rock hard. So, stage 1, to the west door. Elrond has asked you to scout the mines of Moria on your return to Lorien, hoping to discover if it is the source of increased orc activity along the Misty Mountains, although suspiciously he didn't send his daughter with us. Remove the Watcher and the Doors of Durin from the encounter deck and set them aside out of play. And then your approach is blocked by a dark lake that slumbers beneath the face of the cliffs. You must search for a way around the water. When revealed, reveal cards from the encounter deck and add them to the staging area until there is at least X threat in the staging area. X is twice the number of players in the game, and it's 13 to finish. So over here we've got the Watcher and the Doors, so we'll leave that out for a second. Teapody's ready to go. Let's check out the starting hand. 3, 4, 5, 6... Okie dokie, so we've got Snowborn Scout, Escort from Edoras, got a bit of the Rohan thing going on here, a Test of Will, Ever Vigilant, Guard of the Citadel, and Miravor. It's got a pretty good spread of stuff. It's not got any of the really big ones that I'd really like, but Stopping Treachery, can't argue with that, so it could be much worse. We'll stick with that. Right then, so let's reveal cards. So we've got, oh good, Wrapped. When revealed, the first player attaches Wrapped to a hero he controls. Counts as a tentacle attachment with the text, limit 1 per hero. Attached hero cannot exhaust already at the end of the round. Discard the attached hero from play. Combat action, exhaust a hero you control without a tentacle attachment to discard Wrapped. Well, I guess that happens then. Well, let's put that on Theodred. Although, if we put it on Aragorn, Theodred could exhaust. No, it's going to be best on Theodred. So Theodred has been wrapped before we even started. Here we go then. Grasping Tentacle. It's 2 threats, so this will be the one thing in the staging area. Tentacle, forced when the grasping tentacle is attacked, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card has a shadow effect or is a tentacle enemy, attach this card to an attacking character as a tentacle attachment with the text, attached characters' attack and defense are reduced to 0. And there's no way to get around that, apart from things like Miners of the Iron Hills and all that sort of nonsense. So that would be bad. So that's a less than great start. There we go. So, thank you, quest. So, turn 1, 3 resources, and a card. West Road Traveller. Let's see, a bit of a dodgy beginning. I need Aragorn's resource to ready himself so that he can help out Theodred. Which means it looks like I'm going to be playing the Snowborn Scout, but not getting to use his ability, which always makes me sad, but there we go. Right then, questing, Eowyn and Aragorn. Aragorn will spend his resource to ready. 1 card. It's the Makeshift Passage. 1 threat, 5 progress. After you travel to the Makeshift Passage, place 2 progress tokens on the current quest card by passing any active location. That's interesting then. So that's 3 threat there. Eowyn is 4, so that's 3 progress. Oh, that part went well. Now, let's travel to the Makeshift Passage. I'm sure we can compensate for the 5. Right then. Now, combat. So, Aragorn is going to exhaust to discard Wrapped from Theodred. Grasping Tentacle is going to attack. Now, I could let it go on Theodred, but that just keeps the Snowborn Scout alive. However, there's no point attacking it with just Theodred because he won't kill it. So, Grasping Tentacle will attack Theodred. If his attack is undefended, deal 2 additional shadow cards. It's not. So that's 2 attack, 1 defense, 2 wounds. Theodred is having a horrible day. See, I'm quite tempted to send the Snowborn Scout to attack the Grasping Tentacle, just to... although technically he would lose a defence, but it's just to discard a card, potentially. But is that good? Probably not. So we'll just leave him as is. So end of the round, threat goes up by 1. Round 2. Readies, card. A Test of Will, jeez. Man, talk about the unluckiness of getting that treachery on the flop. Because at the moment, Eowyn can discard everything. Okie dokie. So, now Mirrorvor seems like a no-brainer on Aragorn. But if we do that, it's going to mean we're not going to have the resources to get the West Road or Escort out next round. So let's not do that. Let's get a Guard of the Citadel on the table. And we'll leave it at that. So questing, Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred gives his resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. Haha, wrapped. We don't really want another one of these, and we've got treachery cancelling cards to burn. If I take this, then the Grasping Tentacle is just going to kill something, while Aragorn unwraps Theodred again, and we're not going to be killing the Grasping Tentacle, which means we're going to lose another ally next round. So I will cancel that. Since I've got 2 in hand. If I'd only had the 1, I might have considered just letting it rock. So there's no threat in the area, so that's 5, 7, 5 on there, and 2 carry it over. So we're on 7 of 13. It's not bad. Right then. So, Grasping Tentacle. You can attack the Snowborn Scout. Turbulent Waters. No shadow text there. Snowborn Scout's dead. Aragorn and the Guard will attack the Grasping Tentacle, even though Aragorn's strength would be enough, because I don't want... If this is a tentacle, I want the Guard to lose. It has got a shadow card. So, attach this card to an attacking character, so he has no attack or defence now, the Guard of the Citadel. But Aragorn is enough to slice the tentacle up. Good. Okay, end of the round, throw it up by 1. Everyone ready? Round increase. Round 3. Such a cool idea that the Guard is just can be wrapped up while Aragorn saves the day. Oh, another Snowborn Scout. They clearly enjoy this tentacle stuff. Let's not go too far down that road. Right then. Although I don't really want to play Snowborn Scout when there isn't a location to use his ability on, but needs must. Let's let Eowyn save for another turn instead. So, spend that. Okay, questing. Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred gives his resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies 1 card. That was terribly done. Oh, it's a Thrashing Tentacle. So, when Thrashing Tentacle is attacked, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card has a shadow effect to its tentacle enemy, deal the damage from the attack to 1 character an attacking player controls, ignoring defense. Right. Okay. So basically, if we attack him, he could mean that we end up killing our own things. Well, that's lovely. So he's 2. Aragorn's 2. So that's 5. That puts us 1 away. Oh, 1 away. So now, if I finish this off, it's going to mean I'm going to have to add Watcher in the Water to the staging area and the doors of Durin become the active location. Shuffle all tentacle cards in the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. And the Watcher is going to If he's in the staging area in the combat phase, each player must deal 3 damage to one character he controls. Ugh. And he's 4 threat. But if we discard a card now, just to boost him. Oh gosh, awkward. With the see, the duels of Durin are really going to be the way that we win the game. So this is the pretty crazy thing that will become the active location the second we progress. We can't put progress tokens on there. They just go straight onto the quest, and each player may discard any number of cards from his hand, then discard the top card of the encounter deck if the first letter of the encounter card's title matches that of one of your discarded player cards. Add the Doors of Durin to your victory display, limit once per round. So basically we're going to have to discard cards from our hand and hope it matches something. Let's see. Well, if the Watcher is there, basically, if we finish this now, then the Watcher is going to do 3 damage to Aragorn, or 3 damage to the Guard of the Citadel, and next turn we're just going to have to take a massive gamble that we can beat it. Oh, we may as well. Sod it. We're not getting any younger. Discard Ever Vigilant to do 1 more progress, which finishes that location. So now we're on 2. The Seething Lake. The others swung round and saw the waters of the lake seething, as if a host of snakes were swimming up from the southern end. Fellowship of the Ring. The doors of Durin are blocked by an ancient spell. You must figure out a way into the mines before the seething bog and its watcher consumes you all. When revealed, it's 5 progress. Add the watch to the staging area. Doors of Durin becomes an active location, within any previous year. Shuffle all the tentacles, and we need at least 3 victory points to win. So, tentacle card. Oh, good. It means we get to have Wrapped back. So both the Wrapped and that 1 tentacle we killed. Doors of Durin becomes the active location, and the Watcher gets added to the staging area. Now the Watcher is an absolute freak. 4 threat, 5 attack, 7 defense, 9 hit points, regenerate 2, which means he's going to heal 2 wounds to return. While there's another tentacle enemy in play, he cannot be optionally engaged. And if he's in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player must deal 3 damage to one character he controls. So in a multiplayer game, it does make sense to try and engage him, since then he'll only be pulling apart one person. But in a single player game, I mean, I guess you still want to engage him, because him dealing 3 damage is similar to him just attacking you, but then you get around his threat. But of course, you don't actually need to have anyone readied for him to attack this way. You can just deal the 3 damage, which, given that he's 5 attack, and if you let him through undefended, he's just going to kill pretty much any hero in the game in 1 hit, means that this could be a very sad end for all concerned. Interestingly, it doesn't say that he can't have attachments. So a forest snare. This really is just the lore quest, the lore deck game. Right then, so the thrashing tentacle. Thrashings of tentacle. It's pretty much moot as to which one of them he eats. But let's have him eat a Snowborn Scout. Oh, goody. Defending player must discard 2 resources from each hero he controls. Well, that sucks. Somehow that tentacle is pickpocketing us. He eats the Snowborn Scout. Right, Guard of the Citadel and Aragorn will go together. It's not a tentacle card. Huh. So we chop up the Thrashing Tentacle. Then we have to deal 3 damage to a character we control. I'm going to put it on Aragorn. Let's keep this Guard of the Citadel around for a while. Especially since, well, my resources are gone. Hooray! Spread it by 1. Round 4. Draw a card. It's Sneak Attack. Gandalf, where are you when we need you? 3 resources. Now I could sneak attack in an escort from Eras, which would essentially, I mean, that's all he's really good for anyway. And that would hopefully give us the juice that we would need to get past the Watcher, put 5 progress on the door and just pray for the best. It's probably going to be our best bet. So that'll be what we'll go for then. Okay, so questing, Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred's resource goes to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. I want to make sure I get the timing windows on this right. Quest phase, we reveal, and then we can have the player action. Cool. So let's even see if we need to sneak attack him in, which we almost definitely will. Oh, it's a striking tentacle. Very attractive tentacle. Striking. When it attacks, discard the top card of the entire deck. If that has a shadow effect or is a tentacle, then this attack is considered undefended. Oh, man, that is absolutely horrible. So at the moment, that's 6 in the area. Aragorn and Eowyn have 6 together, so that'd be 1 from Theodred. So we need exactly 4 more, which will pay 1 for sneak attack. To sneak... Oh no, he would have to have been snuck in at the start of the quest phase. Well, you know what? We're probably going to lose this anyway, so I'm going to do a bit of retrospective cheating. I was going to sneak attack him in anyway, so we sneak attack in. So that's 5 progress, which is exactly enough to finish the quest, and then he's discarded. Then I may as well, let's see, I've got Miraval, West Road, and a Test of Will. I'm pretty sure that almost none of the cards in the deck begin with an M, a W, or an A. Let's see what's in the discard pile so far. T, D, B, T, M. That's good to know. And B. So it's not looking terribly good. But in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's try and unlock the Doors of Durin. So each player may discard any number of cards from his hand, and then discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the first letter of the encounter deck title matches that of one of the discarded player's hands, add the Doors of Durin to your victory display. That would win us the game. So, Test of Will, which I'm almost positive there isn't an A, but there we go. West Road Traveller and Miraval. So we've got AMW. Top card is Mountain Wogs, which is an M, which is Miraval. We add the Doors of Durin to our victory display. 5 progress finishes the quest, and we actually get through the door. Oh my god. I feel really terrible about that escort from Edoras retrospect, but I really was going to do that. Wow. That is really freaking lucky. I mean, if we look at some of the other cards, B, M, again, thank you, Mountain Wogs, S, W. Oh, awesome. Well, I tell you, it's all the mountain cards that are letting us through on this one. S, T, S, D, B, D, K. Oh, wow. G, T, M. I tell you that it seems T's and S's are going to be the best bet, but there we go. That was jammy as anything. So that's 32 threat, 3 victory points, so that's 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 points on Watcher in the Dark. Well, that is the luckiest bit of game that I will get for a very long time, which means I've got some terrible Lord of the Rings karma coming my way. So looking forward to that, but glad to finally beat the Watcher.